I spent a lot of time in my 20s kind of feeling a lot of pain and suffering at the time. And the reason that I felt that was because I was kind of going through a transitional phase where I felt like I was experiencing a lot of emotions that I'd never experienced before. I was going through a lot of different transitions, from going to high school to university, from university to trying to figure out what it was I was supposed to do with my life. And throughout that time, I remember feeling very much alone, feeling like all of the emotions that I was experiencing and all the different ways that I was transforming was happening to me by myself without anyone else kind of knowing what was going on. And the reason that I felt that way is because at the time, nobody really talked about how they were feeling. Nobody talked that they started to feel like they were depressed. Nobody said that they were feeling lost and confused and didn't know which way to go. And after years and years and kind of going through my old sort of soul searching journey, I realized that, everybody's kind of going through the same sort of experiences. They just feel like they're very much alone and lonely because no one's really sharing them with each other. And I was very fortunate to be able to be in spaces with people that were much older than me to offer their wisdom. I was very fortunate to be able to be exposed to different types of people with different experiences who had gone through what I was going through, but had been in a stage that was much later on in life. And I realized that I would love to share those kinds of experiences with other people, because I think what makes us feel so alone and lonely is that we feel like we're alone and we're not able to reach out to anyone that can kind of offer advice from a stage much later on in their life. And one of my favorite things to do is to be able to have these conversations so that I can walk away feeling like I've kind of transformed and shifted, and that, the other person that I'm talking to kind of feels the same way. And then I thought, if I can kind of find a way to do that with everyone else and to offer whatever kind of space that I can where it's safe and it's vulnerable and it's open and honest, maybe that kind of effect can kind of be created in a much, much larger space with so many more people, and that together we can kind of find a way to evolve and be connected and to realize that we're not alone, and to find a way to create a space in our own ecosystem environments, and that bit by bit we can kind of become a very conscious sort of people that always wants to have these conversations, to be able to evolve and to be able to give back in different sorts of ways. This show is called The You in Human because it's about the experience of being human. It's about navigating what it means to really be human in all the different walks of life that we are going to be experiencing with our different kinds of guests. We're going to call our guests our humans because at the end of the day, the thing that really connects us is this human experience emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually. And throughout these different episodes and throughout the different seasons, we're going to kind of explore the different walks of life that our humans have gone through, how they've navigated these different, maybe oftentimes difficult experiences. And when they've come out the other side of it, what are the lessons that they've learned and the different ways that they've evolved. I grew up outside of the Middle East and outside of Egypt a lot of my life, and my first language is English. I learned Arabic much, much later on in life, and I'm going to be doing my best to be able to communicate with our humans in whatever language makes them comfortable. And just like they're going to be stepping out of their comfort zones to kind of bare their souls here in a space that we can all connect together, I will also be stepping out of my comfort zone and trying to evolve in ways with my different languages that will help as many people be impacted as I possibly can. I'm really excited to be able to share this journey with you. I'm really excited for all the things that I'm going to learn, as well as our different humans, and as well as every other human being sharing our space, sitting on the couch with us, and kind of sharing in our journey along the way.